Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we are diving into something absolutely wild. We're unpacking OTTIMEDIA's incredibly ambitious blueprint to transform prime commercial real estate into high-yield, self-funding digital campuses. You know, this isn't just a minor pivot in property management. It's a radical, top-to-bottom reimagination of how metropolitan office towers can actually generate revenue. We are literally talking about turning the physical skin of a building into a global media asset.
Here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll cover the capital acquisition mandate, define the target asset, look at the transparent digital canvas, explain the 120x pricing paradigm, break down the accelerated cash flow dynamics, and finally, look at their global revenue flywheel. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The Capital Acquisition Mandate.
Right out of the gate, OTTIMEDIA has set aside a massive war chest. They've allocated roughly $20 to $30 million specifically to acquire their very first prime metropolitan office tower. So this isn't some theoretical concept. The capital is literally sitting there, ready to be deployed to secure a foundational asset. Now, as you can see here, this is definitely not your granddad's real estate play. They aren't obsessing over interior square footage or lobby amenities. No, this is a highly targeted digital facade initiative. They are looking to secure a monolithic physical canvas. To them, the exterior of the building itself is the true prize. But, and this is a pretty crucial point, while an outright $20 to $30 million purchase is their primary target, they're actually super flexible on how they get there. They're actively seeking joint ventures and lucrative revenue share models too. So, if you're a forward-thinking commercial real estate developer or an owner watching this, they are actively looking to partner up.
All right, moving on to Section 2. Defining the target asset.
Let's look at their strict underwriting criteria. They need a building with some very specific architectural DNA. We're talking serious verticality, 120 to 200 meters high, spanning anywhere from 30 to 70 floors, with a total scale between 40 and 80,000 square meters. Spatially, they just need one designated facade that gives them about 2,000 square meters of uninterrupted surface. And then there's the audience. This has to be in a dense metropolitan area, capturing a massive traffic volume of 150,000 to a full 1 million viewers every single day. So, with all those massive structural and demographic requirements mapped out on paper, you're probably wondering, what does this actually look like when you walk down the street? Well, it looks exactly like this. The target building must rise significantly above street-level traffic, isolating an uninterrupted integration zone that effortlessly captures hundreds of thousands of daily eyeballs. It's all about maximum unavoidable visibility. Which brings us to Section 3, the transparent digital canvas. To make this work, OTTIMEDIA's plan requires the seamless architectural integration of an enormous, approximately 2,000 square meter ultra-thin, high-resolution smarts LED video wall. It effectively acts as a digital second skin, completely transforming a static office tower into a living, breathing media display. Now, the absolute genius of this, the real Trojan horse, if you will, is the advanced transparency technology. Historically, slapping a giant billboard over windows completely ruins the office space inside, right? But this tech ensures zero disruption to the tenant experience. It preserves ambient natural light and outward city views, meaning the folks working inside won't even know it's on, while the entire city outside is captivated.
Okay, let's talk money. Section 4. The 120x pricing paradigm.
Normally, mega-city advertising at this scale comes with prohibitive multi-million-dollar barriers, meaning it's a playground just for massive enterprise conglomerates. But OTTIMEDIA is going in a completely different direction. They're relying on democratized access for high-volume market capture. They are fundamentally changing who can actually afford prime real estate advertising. Check this out. They are offering a full year of advertising for just $200,000 to $500,000. That is an astonishing rate, literally 120 times lower than legacy hubs like New York. By dropping the price floor this dramatically, they're opening the floodgates to an entirely new, massive pool of clients who previously could never afford this level of exposure.
Section 5. Accelerated cash flow dynamics. This is where the business model gets really aggressive.
Let's walk through this capital pipeline together. Step 1 is high-volume client acquisition, purely driven by that incredibly accessible $200K to $500K price point. Then, Step 2, immediately upon contract execution, a strict 7-day billing window begins. And Step 3 dictates that within those 7 days, clients absolutely must pay the entire advertising year up front in full, no exceptions. Think about what that means.
This strict upfront liquidity rule entirely eliminates receivables drag. In traditional commercial real estate, you're usually waiting months or even years to see returns. Here, OTTIMEDIA guarantees immediate capital expenditure recovery. They are literally pulling a full year of revenue forward into week 1, often before the office tenants even move their desks into the building.
And that perfectly sets up Section 6, the global revenue flywheel.
By capitalizing on all those massive upfront payments, a single office tower facade is expected to generate $20 to $30 million within its first months of operation. And when you scale that globally, OTTIMEDIA is projecting a staggering total revenue of $180 to $900 million in just their first year. This flywheel visually perfectly captures how the mechanics scale. You deploy your capital for strategic real estate acquisition. You mount the transparent LED canvas, which allows you to offer that 120x disruptive pricing. That irresistible offer mandates 7-day upfront liquidity, which instantly recapitalizes the company, funding the very next acquisition. The cycle just continuously accelerates. And this is exactly why they are expanding so aggressively right now. For commercial property owners and multi-story real estate developers watching, this is an open invitation. OTTIMEDIA is actively searching for multiple facades to partner up on. By integrating this transparent LED video wall technology, you can unlock immediate, massive upfront cash flows on your own facades, totally revolutionizing your property's yield.
So as we wrap up this explainer, the ultimate question remains. With guaranteed upfront cash flows and a $20 to $30 million war chest ready for deployment, whose facade will power the first node of this global network? It is an absolutely fascinating look at the future of commercial real estate. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive, and I'll see you on the next explainer.